Hiya girls, we are Barney and Lukey and we are the hot young visionaries behind Truffle Pig Wigs.
And this is Cliffhangers, the unofficial, unrequested and unhinged RuPaul's Drag Race recap show.
The views and opinions expressed on Cliffhangers are from a couple of women who just love drag and have zero real business judging it. If you are not a fan of red-hot acidic critique, turn back now.
He's patient zero of the bedbug epidemic. It's Barney! Where's my button? Woo!
Oh, the time that we've tried to find that button. And this is your favourite drag queen's favourite reminder of just how low drag can go. It's Miss Lukey.
But I'm valid.
That was quite like basic sort of bar reads. Oh my god, her drag is so bad.
If you think her drag's bad, her name's Lukey. And if you think it was good, her name's Barney. All right, I'll see you next week.
I'm going to have to turn down these goddamn headphones. We are roaring out.
Oh, yeah, we've got a new wire now. So I was a bit quiet yesterday, but I was just edging you last week, just edging you back to my shrill tones.
Those that felt necessary to message us about how loud it was, hope you're happy with yourself. Lukey, can I ask you a question?
No, because I want to say we need to discuss what we've been up to first.
Okay, let's do that first. Go on.
I'm just following the outline that we made last season. I'm sure hasn't even bothered to discuss.
It's right here. Go on then, Luke. What have you been up to?
I went to see Work the World on Sunday.
Yeah.
It was so weird.
Tell him.
Well, we thought it was going to be like Halloween-y themed. But it was like basically loosely based on The Matrix. So it comes out and they all do a group number to like a song I didn't know. But it was like, oh, it's the girlies. Like Bosco looking great, Daya looking great, Candy looking great, Vanjie looking great. Aquaria, I've never seen Aquaria before. So that was all nice. And then it starts off quite good with all like kind of on the video wall. It's kind of like Aquarius asleep at the computer. And it's like, wake up Aquaria. And then it's like, answer the door. And then some people are there, and then in The Matrix, the girl with the white rabbit and that cunt fringe. I think she was from Heartbreak High or something.
Really?
Anyway, Georges is playing her. And it's like follow the white rabbit, and then they go to the club, and then Bosco is like the main like burlesque bitch at the club, and she does a few numbers. And
So they were giving us full narrativo.
Up until that point, that's where it stopped.
Yeah.
And then it was just basically loads of really long medley numbers. I didn't know like most of the songs, and the narrative was just lost.
As in, were they OG songs? Were they giving you brand?
I don't know. I think it was just kind of like Bebe Rexha or something. I don't know. Do you know what I mean?
I love how you pronounce Bebe Rexha. It sounds. I don't personally know how to pronounce it. I don't know personally how to say it, but it sounds wrong. I love it.
I think it's because in South Park there's a little one called Bebe.
Yeah.
And then there was the interval, and I was like, I'm gonna have to get a drink. Queued up for ages, and then I saw that the price of one hard seltzer was $7.50. I was like, we're sitting the fuck back down. But then it's like, the lights have gone down, back to the show. No, it's Ginger Minge just like talking to the crowd for like half an hour. And I was just like, I want to go home. But I wanted to see Vanjie. I wanted to see Daya.
Who are your faves? Daya Betty?
Yeah, I wanted to see her.
Okay.
I quite love her now.
Okay.
She was given full Mugatu as well.
Into it.
And I really enjoyed Mistress. One of her songs was Let Me Be Your Fantasy by Baby D. Like, I just think of that as such a UK song.
Yeah, I mean, Ahura did that whole like sort of like dance trance mega mix. Do you remember that she was touring the worlds with? And she did that in America, and they seemed to eat the fuck up. And
then finally, the special guest was Bimini, who she did a mental like drum and bass remix of God Save This Queen. It was very was very, this one goes out to original Junglist Daya. It was very like the bass be shaking. And then she did, I'm sure the speech that like everyone has been sharing now, her like pro-trans anti-Sunak. Yeah. And then we left early to get away from the O2, but I was really glad I didn't pay.
No, well, of course not.
Like, it seems like they're just like, we want to charge loads of money, so we're going to make a really long show that is just really could have been like an hour show.
The thing that I don't get is when people are performing in the O2, you are going there to listen to a singer. And if they're not a singer, you're going there to listen to anthemic music that maybe they don't sing fantastically, but there's going to be production that's going to elevate it. It's like, to go and watch someone lip sync, you really need to be able to see them lip sync. Like, you need to be close. Like,
well, not really. I don't need to see their mouths moving because they had loads of it was more like a dance show. You're not like.
But like, how many of them are dancers? Like it's not. A
well,
dance
basically
show.
all of them, apart from I'd say Ginger and Mistress. But Mistress was given it.
I would personally argue that none of them are dancers.
Well, they were all like they had. You could tell they'd been working. I don't know that Daya was a dancer, but she was giving fucking full out choreo.
I just wonder how effective like going to see a show of people like just. Yeah, I don't know.
We had floor seats quite near the front.
Yeah, but imagine for all the
Exactly, like people
all
that
the
you can't see
pervos up
shit.
back. Yeah, no.
Yeah, so it was a very weird night, basically.
What else have you been up to?
Well, Big Brother's back.
Yeah.
And I messaged my friend, celebrity hairstylist Tom Berry,
Deep
who
friend of the
loves thinking. I was like, oh my God, Zach is so fit. And he's like, it's a shame you don't like Paul. And then sent me this fucking Paul dick pics that I'm going to show you now.
Not you sharing people's intimate moments on this celebrity pod.
No, just showing you. If they want to see it, they can message me.
Yeah, get in the DMs if you need to see it. We understand.
Christ.
Ooh, it'd be. Let me give you a little rundown of it.
Tell me the length and breadth of the vein.
So what we're working with mainly,
Like the Thames.
what we're working with mainly is a very strong back structure. We've got a very thick, prominent sort of muscular structure that's
Let's
running.
talk about
running
the
up the base.
perspective of the
We're also
shot.
looking. So the perspective is in classic cishet style.
The
He's
dragon's throat.
Yeah, he's lifting the penis to point it directly at the camera. So the pre-cum is really catching the flash, as you girls know and love,
Pre-C.
which is also sort of throwing him into a more blurred background, which we love. It's dark, it's moody, it's mysterious. There's also a very, very strong gradient from bright pink to nude flesh, to European flesh tone.
I also haven't seen
at
the video
base.
yet, so I'm waiting to watch
And then
that.
we're getting just sort of like one squash ball, but also a finger for sort of size representation. So you can be like,
I thought is that like a weird knuckle, or is it just like up for...
and a lot of leg hair for the girls that love a neat bush. I'm going to say around 7 inches.
I'd say it looks quite impressive from the perspective, but yes,
Yeah,
it's all about that.
With us,
Wait, and I'd like to see.
Is there more than one?
There's a video.
oh, okay, girls, definitely message us with this because there's a lot of.
Oh no, it looks really small from that angle.
There's a
No,
lot of
I'm not hating on my small penis kings or queens,
the
but
size queen that is Lukey.
I'm neat and petite, so I just like a little finger or anything. But
Yeah, truly.
yeah, it's funny to go from one view to the other. It's like, wow, perspective.
Truly.
Hell of a drug.
Truly. Well, they say that King Kong was only 1 foot tall.
Yeah.
And they just shot it the right way. Do you know what I mean? What have I been up to?
Get off this, sorry.
Yeah, please put that video away. But if anyone would like to send us their own dick pics via our Instas, I'd like to remind you that
Only
they are
flaccid.
They are completely solicited, and we like to take them flaccid.
Yeah, I don't want to. There's nothing sexual in it. I want to think of you as a baby with a pooey bum that needs to be wiped.
Moving on.
Sorry, I've had a COVID and a flu jab this morning and like 3 hours sleep.
Pumped
so
full of it.
I'm
And pumped this week, no?
last week.
Last week. Oh, God, the pump this girl be getting in.
out of my skin.
Why didn't you tell us that?
What?
Why didn't you tell us the most important news of the most recent pump you've got? Sorry, this is supposed to be a very quick intro about what
I
we've been
know.
up to, and I'm trying
Not
to
like
get...
this interesting. I got my lips done last week.
And on that
There you
note,
go.
Lukey, may I ask you a question?
Yeah.
If your addiction to Restylane became so savage that the sheer volume of your swollen lips fused them together, this disabling you from using the Queen's English to articulate your emotional trajectories, which song would you pick to tell our audience of devoted fans and power bottoms exactly how your last week has been?
I would do a lovely rendition of R.L. Stein's Goosebumps theme tune because even though
Sorry,
it's
and
hot...
could you give our non-UK queens an idea of what that might sound like?
Do 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 do. Goosebumps. They're American queen. It's American. They know Goosebumps.
Is it American?
Of course it fucking is.
Yeah, of course it is. Sorry,
Yeah,
apologies.
because even though
Apologies to my
it's
Yanks.
unusually warm October, I'm still getting the like spidey senses. Like normally when Halloween's are coming, I like can feel it on the breeze. Like the leaves are like going, oh, Halloween's Eve soon.
Yeah.
So I've got probably the sluttiest Halloween outfit I've ever worn because normally I go gross. So I'm going to just be a horrible
Some would
slutty
argue
nun.
the same thing.
None of your business, I'm going to be.
And in sharp contrast, my song would be Season of the Witch. Because let me tell you, spooky season is upon us. Halloween is coming. Samhain is coming. For my witchy girls out there, we'll see you. We'll see you in amongst the crispy leaves.
I was trying to make a Lil Wayne joke there, but it's not going to work.
Should we talk about some drags?
Yes.
Let's fucking do it.
Previously on RuPaul's Drag Race UK.
We got to meet our season 5 hot honeys. We threw a fierce impressions ball based on their entrance looks, a club look. The royal we. And finally, their eleganza extravaganza. They had a top 2 rather than a bottom 2, which was nice. Cara Mel and Vicky Vivacious gave us a little bit more Gina G. And in the end, Lieutenant Corporal Sergeant Major Vivacious became the first queen from season 5 to secure the Rupee of Vag.
And that's my thoughts on that. Thoughts on Vicky Vivacious winning?
We've discussed that last week.
Oh, well, do you know what? It just enraged me a little bit more. It just felt bubbling up as I had to watch it once again.
But when we go back to after the elimination, Cara's like, well done. But that was it. Enjoy it, bitch, because no more.
See how that works out. Let's talk after the no elimination, shall we?
Well, it's funny because last week I said that I thought Banksy was going to be my narrator of the season, but I think it's actually Cara giving us that southern charm.
The southern drawl. I think mine is going to be Tamara. I love... Oh, that's me kicking my own mic. I absolutely love Tamara in these interviews. She is truly unhinged, like I said. It's quite Cookie Monster vibes.
Cookie Monster.
Yeah.
Didn't know his hair looked fantastic in the close-up.
Yes,
Truffle Pig
it
wig.
fucking did. I thought, and also just the whole glam, just the head as it is. She's giving me, in that wig, with the makeup, she was giving me quite Heidi N Closet.
Yeah, I can see it. Big, gorgeous eyes. I was just absolutely screaming when Ginger came for Dee Dee about the mind games of Alexis.
That was probably my favourite moment of, if that wasn't going to be Mo Rose. It's a fantastic moment.
Although it was very short-lived because then everyone was kind of like...
That was
I
ice
am
cold
Spartacus.
bitch.
I also thought you were terrible. So did I. But then she was like, okay, fine, we all underestimated it. It could have got very le trois off, but it was okay. It could have been very eggy.
Okay, oh.
Sorry, he's not as international as I am.
Sure.
She got over it. It was fine.
You cannot be cunty in these first episodes. Like, it's too early to be playing these tricksy little mind games, like, because... You don't know whether the judges like you. You don't know whether they rate what you do. So if you come in and you're like, fuck all of you, I'm the cunt here, and then you're in the bottom, it's like, wow, that was embarrassing.
I guess it depends on like what cast you've got. Because if it was like a cast of a lot more young cunty queens, then there might be a lot of that kind of attitude together. But when it's just you on your own and everyone else is like, why are you being mean for?
Never would have dared that last season with all my late 30, 40 girls.
Well, exactly. I got a new sound.
Hit me.
I don't know if you're going to like it or not.
Well, I already know who it is.
Proper job, my answer.
Proper job, my answer.
It really hit me how strong her accent is. I don't know where I've been, but I really
I'm obsessed. I actually love a West Country accent.
Really?
Be it Somerset, be it Bath, be it Bristol, be it Devon.
You're West Country.
Yeah.
I need to do some Michael Maruli exposure therapy on my own dime, as every time I see that rainbow plumage, oh, how my jaw droppeth.
It's different. It's unusual. It is not.
It is nice. I'm just obsessed with the bitch.
It's visual mania. I can't acclimatise myself to it. It's really... every single time he came on the screen, I was like, oh, the makeup with the wig, with the shoulders. I was like, wow, it's a lot to look at, Lukes.
It's
I'll say that.
the greatest Geordie Michael since Michael from Alan Partridge. All my
Truly.
deep cut fans.
Right. Yeah. I need a little time.
And speaking of, I'm afraid to say Daniel Beardus. The donkey days are over.
Oh my God, I knew you were going to replace that bitch. I knew you were going
I had to.
With?
It's a brand new day in the workroom.
It's a Maruli special. Half off pit.
Not Michelle Marules. Love to see these daywalker looks. Love to see that truly one thing the gays will do on Drag Race is prove that in or out of drag, gay people cannot dress. They have no style whatsoever.
Or they'll be the ones that's like, we are stylish. And then it's just like a bunch of people that roll through
They're
a jumble
wearing
sale.
collusion.
Yeah.
Although, do you know who I did fucking love? Who did I love?
I can't remember what they were wearing.
Naomi Carter in that little burgundy leather two-piece with no top on underneath. I thought, behave.
I am literally obsessed with Vicky Vivacious. She is camp as Chris's. I was imagining you had to do like a really mundane, like customer service shift job. And imagine just like doing the tills with Vicky next to you. Like it would make it all much better, wouldn't it? Just
can't
like
believe
on
how
the
much
door
you've
all
been
night
sold.
with Vicky. She'll just be
Sold
like,
by corporate Vivacious.
just like, no, but you know how I will literally laugh at any joke that's even slightly sexual. She'll just be like going, oh, that's a big one. And I'll be like, Vicky.
She is absolutely fucking classic, like end of the pier drag jokes. I'm not sure Dee Dee, my good girl Dee Dee Lish, I'm not sure she's old enough to realise the mind games that she was playing, because when they were like, you were trying to play mind games on her, she was like, no, that's not really what I don't think that's what I was doing. Do you know what I mean? She kind of like, it was just felt a bit not very self-aware. Like she was like, no, that's absolutely not what I was doing.
But I'm glad she did sort of like put them in the place. Like, I'm not playing a dirty game, producers. You're not putting me in your villain box. I am jumping out. Question. Does your pussy scratch?
I wouldn't say it scratches, it bites, but not the scratch. Scratch is too feline.
Fair dues.
For this person.
Mine only if she's provoked.
This is more of an under the bridge monster.
Let's talk Brick Crew. I watched and rewinded this clip about 10 times. I screamed. I made my boyfriend come in. I've recorded it, obviously. I don't even understand. He's like a cartoon character of cheese.
Curly-haired little fagatini.
Just like cheesy smiles, doing a little muscle
And
up.
after we got that 5'5" one last week that was absolutely jixie skipping around the whole studio. Where are they finding them?
Jixie skipping.
Because
after like, I've not really been a fan of the UK Brick Crew. You know, I love my Jason. I love my Bryce.
Who's Jason? Oh, the Orig. Sure.
The Orig, yeah, season 1.
Getting on.
But yeah, like he doesn't do it anymore. But yeah, like you got your staples, and then here we didn't really have any characters. But now, like fucking hell, it took them 5 seasons, but they got the personalities in the BC now.
Yeah, love them. Love that they're giving a bit femininer as well. He just seemed super cute, cheap job.
Such an idiot.
Do you know what I don't need to see though?
What?
Is a line full of cross-dressing pansies just panting away. It's like, you've been locked up for 3 days. How are you possibly this horny? Have you never seen a man in his underwear?
Proper job, my answer.
It's like, you can't possibly be that horny. It's like you've only been away from your partner like a week.
I know. And it's like they make it seem like it goes on for ages, like cutting to every single person.
Yeah.
So the cat's out of the bag.
Yeah.
They have a game where they say who is who. Sorry, worst explanation, but I'm assuming everyone's watched the episode.
We'd hope
Basically, I'm going to say the cat pun.
Yeah.
And then we have to say either Lukey or Barney, who we think it is. Okay.
Sorry, can I just say, that OG stoned bag that came out, absolutely sending me. It was like the most grandma bag, the most Florence and Fred looking motherfucker I've ever seen. It was like,
I believe they've changed to F&F now.
Glamour.
Yeah.
I thought it was very in line with the Iron Fist shoe range. It was
Sure.
a range that truly no one wants, but it is there for someone to buy. Go on, give it. Who is it? Barney. And in a game we like to call Barney or Lukey.
Hysterical. 1, 2.
What is that for? Sorry, you're going to have to...
Funniest.
Oh, 1, 2, 3...
Lukey.
Oh, grow up.
I feel like we're going to get a theme here. Next up, and just to be clear, Kate chose Banksy for that one. But I think that was a bit of her trying to throw Banksy under the bridge, because I think Kate knows Banksy's under the bus. So where the trolls live. Because she's like, I can see you're underplaying yourself, and I'm not going to let that one slide.
Yeah, not sure about
Ducky. Next up, Feral, which is most likely to cause a fight.
1, 2, 3.
Barney.
Yeah.
But
I like it. I like how she spun it around. Be like, yeah, I'd have your back in a fight. It was like, no, you haven't got anyone's back.
You're just fighting.
You're just fighting. Like.
Next is Catletic, which is best body. 1, 2, 3. Lukey. Vicky chose Tamara.
Lukey's got the body of an 80s porn star.
Oh, please, in my dreams. And finally, Perfect, which is someone who thinks they're better than they are. 1, 2, 3. Barney.
Come on.
And Ginger chose Dee Dee.
Did you vote for yourself in every single category there?
No, I said I'm funny. You like to fight. I've got a good body, and you think you're too good.
So would you say that you voted for yourself in all of the ones that are positive and me in all of the ones that are negative?
Yes.
Yeah, it's just good to get that out in the open.
Yeah.
Just good to get this animosity and venom out in the public.
And what a cute tiny butt plug that Tamara won. I reckon even I could get on with that.
I think you probably could.
Yeah.
When she gave it to Dee Dee, I thought, hot fucking damn.
Straight off the back of that
Straight off the
call
bat, I
out.
thought, you do not even let a bitch cool down, do you? And then there she is. I thought, That is
Thank you,
tough.
Paulie D.
I'm already happy to say that I would die for Tamara Thomas.
Same.
She is truly that insane fusion of silly and very, very, very sexy.
Yeah.
That's the shit we do like.
I'd actually like to see what her and Ahura are like on the
Oh
drunk
my
night out
God,
together.
yeah. Probably absolutely unbearable, but in the best type of way.
So then Rue Powell announces a sewing challenge made from unconventional pet supplies. Did you get a good look at the stuff? If it was me, I would have made a beeline for the feathers and the fish.
That's exactly what... Oh, not the fish, but I would have 100% gone for the feathers. Just because they're a material that it's like, you can really just, as shown by Tamara, you can really just fucking stick them on anywhere and they're going to look pretty good.
Well, inspired, I'm not sure if the people on the pod know, I went to Japan.
Oh,
earlier this
wow,
year.
God.
Yeah.
I wish you would tell us more about this. It's
Hi,
like
that's
you
actually
never
yes
talk
in
about.
Japanese. So from seeing the fish and the feathers, I was like, yeah, inspiration. Okay. So what I would do is use the feathers to make some kind of illusion of the great wave and then have like the koi fish jumping out of this splash of water that is my dress.
Yeah, and what would you... even with the pink feathers as the
I'd
waves?
spray them blue.
Okay, wow, crafty.
Yeah, I'd put them down the toilet, get all that blue on them.
Very, very into it. What about when dear friend Tamara Thomas and housemate did not choose Cara? If you chose some 17-year-old little bitch over me, and just to not get the prize, I would. I don't care if they can
What was
sew.
the prize? They got
to go early and they got first pick of the shit.
But they didn't really get to choose much. Like, Tamara picked up a feather.
But that
a
kept her
Cajun
safe. Them feathers kept her in the win.
Fine. I don't know.
And then Dee Dee as well is someone that like already sews. She can make something out of nothing.
Yeah, but that's why Tamara wanted.
But she's already friends with her. She's already.
Well, then that started me to thinking. On All Stars, we have alliances and stuff.
Yeah.
So like, what's to stop people like making deals and shit on the normal?
But that's the thing. It's like we know that many of these girls are already friends. So there's no way that if May came up to you in the workroom and was like, "Can you help me with this?" You wouldn't be like, "Back the fuck up, ginger bitch." Like, would you? Like, of course
No,
not.
but you might be like, "Oh, I'm really busy. I can get to it later." But if like Dee Dee has to help her now.
Yeah, true.
I don't know. I feel like, it's hard to know because really...
You're also too kind, I think, as well. You'd be aware of the fact you're on TV. Imagine Pet coming up to him and being like, "Look, kid,
I'd do anything for Pet.
I need you to make this
I'd give
dress
him
for
my
me."
Rue Peter badge. Did you hear the weird, like, Kids Pop meets Ballet Funk version of Seven Nation Army they were playing?
I did. I wondered.
It was so
I wondered
weird.
what was going on.
Did you write down what it was vibing to you? Because I'd like to know what you thought it sounded like.
No, I just noticed at the time that I was like, what the fucking song is this? Yeah. I was like, what the fuck is this? And then I was like, Seven Nation Army? God, they really must be getting their checks for that song. Never has one band ever written one song and just ridden off it for a decade.
Like, it gets used for sports, for politics. At
It's like,
Glastonbury,
I feel like people would be like, it's one of the greatest songs of the decade or whatever. Is it?
It's probably like the top 100 riffs of all time, according to Total Guitar.
And then, do you know what I was thinking here? Who does Mama Rue's wig? Mama Rue? Not my mama. Not. Shout out to Jules. Shout out to Safe. Who does her Who does her wigs? Because I was like, that wig that she was wearing today almost looks like it could have been done by us. Reed.
The Michael
Messy.
Maruli message wig.
Yeah. And I thought, who is doing her wigs? And I Googled and I could not find it. Moira Fraser does her wigs in America. And I
Moira Stewart.
wonder if they bring her over. But they're not, let me tell you, they're not a Matthew Anderson fantasy.
Well, it's been a long time since the MAF.
Wow, exactly.
Oh, maths. I miss you.
Oh, God.
It made me laugh when Banksy was talking. I can't remember who she's talking to, but like
Vivian Westwood Moschino vibe.
Well, no, that was fun. When she's like, I'm just gonna like fake it a little bit. You know what I mean? It's like, baby, you're not faking anything. If you're like, I know couture, then you're gonna know how to drape something, even if it's pinned. To
Also,
make it...
if you're thin, draping really fucking works. If you're like straight down, like you can really drape. If you can pin things well, that's why people believe clothes look better.
Wow, good way you stopped
Thank you.
yourself there.
But that's
isn't
why
it?
people believe clothes look better.
Not I.
No, not I.
Not the views and opinions expressed by Truffle Pig Wigs.
Exactly. Not the chunky girl you see before you. That's why people believe, because clothes, they hang in a different way on if there's nothing to stop them hanging. Do you know what I mean? It's literally like putting them on a mannequin. And so it's tough. But I'm very interested in where the twain doth meet of Vivian Westwood and Moschino. They're two very, very, very different brands.
Yeah, I guess maybe
guess
like
in
the
the
loud
outfit.
prints from Moschino and the draping from VW.
Well, she did have a cuddly toy. She'd have a little cuddly toy
The hair
candle
is
or
actually,
something.
the 60s hair is very mosh, as we called it back in the rave days.
But it's also, I guess, because she had that cuddly toy, maybe she was thinking a bit Jeremy Scott Adidas.
Yeah.
I don't know, something weird. Direct quote. I'm thinking of making something crafty but glamorous. Cowl hood, sleeve, and a glove.
That's my bitch.
Glamorous. Cowl hood, sleeve,
You tell
and
Grace
a glove.
Jones that ain't glamorous. You tell Kylie Minogue that fucking cowherd ain't glam. You couldn't. I don't know you.
No. I mean, it was just, when like, is that the first thing you think of when you think of glamour? She's like, a lovely cowl hood lover. Obsessed with her.
Obsessed.
Obsessed
I
with
think
her.
that's what you think of if your view of fashion is 80s meets the future.
Or AliExpress DJ costume.
It's
Very
really
that.
they don't. There's not much on the DJ costumes anymore. It's very sad.
It baffles me so much in these challenges when people are like, they just take objects. They're like, I have no trimmings, I have no 4-way stretch fabric, but I'm sure I can kill something with this toaster and bowl of Starburst. It's like, you need fucking materials.
Yeah.
Like, why have you got... It went to someone's table. I can't remember who it was. I think it might have been Alexis, actually. And it was just like loads and loads and loads of like plastic objects. It was like, baby girl,
What are you gonna do?
What are you going to do?
Good.
Here? But then, weirdly, she had no material, but then somehow she found that absolutely gorgeous blue.
Yeah, that was really good. And
Yeah.
that wasn't that after she had been to speak with Rue and had the
Very
reboot.
confusing.
Watching Cara's face as she realises that it's Edward NFL coming, it was just like, oh, Very
I can't
exciting.
believe they got Edward Enfield into that room.
do you think that he gave good advice? Did
No,
he give
I
good
actually
advice?
didn't. I actually didn't because I thought that he's giving like runway advice and this is drag race advice.
That's crickets from Barney to Edward Enfield.
Yeah, I don't rate it. No, I love Eddie, but he was like saying like when you're thinking about like accessorizing, for example, like take something off, like don't over accessorize, keep it elegant and plain. It's like that's not really the game we're playing here, my
No.
sweet babe. Like,
But then you don't want to be doing a jiggly caliente.
no.
Caliente?
As soon as my Naomi bitch said I can't sew, but I'll give it a damn go, I thought that's my winner.
Yeah, she's a gal's gal.
Yeah.
If you could pass on a message via Edward to Naomi Campbell, what would you say and why?
I'd say Naomi, long-time fan. You know me. I love you. PLT, question mark.
Interesting.
I'd like to know, they've released a documentary. I did see it pop up on the YouTubes. They've released a documentary about the inception of it. And I don't think
Money?
I don't think even a doco could say, she don't need money.
They like it,
Who's
though.
going to
People
pay
like
her
money.
mortgage? Like, no, absolutely not. Like, she's got enough money. She is a multi-millionaire. And also as well, she can't make that much money off a PLT. They can't have paid her that much because they don't make it, because the clothes are so cheap. Yeah, like it's... And also, I just thought better of her. What would you ask her?
I'd
What do you
say,
to
hey,
Nomes?
do you remember meeting me ages ago at a fashion show when I was little and you were nice to me and Kate Moss wasn't? A, and then B, when are you going to let this Michael Jackson thing go? I know you was friends, but you got to cut him off in death.
I would say, do you remember when I was your personal shopper in Selfridges and I was thinking the whole time, she's going to tip me. She's going to tip me.
I've been thinking, she's going to hit me. She's going to hit me. I'm going to love it.
I was like,
I'm never
she's
going to wash me forehead
She's
again.
so happy. She's smiling. She's loving it. She's going to tip me. Did she tip me?
We're not a tipping country,
No, of course
Barney.
she fucking did. I just got the vibe from her. You know, she's
the culture.
She's transatlantic. Absolutely obsessed with all these girlies just taking 1 month before they come onto the show to be like, I'm going to learn sewing.
Yeah.
As if it's just like, as if it's just super, super simple skill to learn. It's like, do you know what? Give me one of them machines because I'm gonna be the next designer.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's readdress Sewing Gate with Kamara. We're back. I say Tamara had to answer Rue's questions. Rue was asking, like, why did you do that? Tamara's got to answer it. But Kara's questioning and quipping in just made it so much more awkward than it needed to be. And just list off the fucking outfits you've made. List them off.
I literally wrote, name the dress, sis. Just
Get the
name-
shoes, baby.
It was so confusing. Right, can I, as someone of a heated temperament,
I'm sweating right now.
that often gets themselves caught up in confusing conversations where I'm heated. I'm not sure why I'm heated, but I'm heated, you know? I could...
Hence
Yeah.
why you won that category.
I could see it with her. She was like, bitch, I get the feeling that she's like, I can sew. I have a background in fashion. I don't really do it that much anymore. I don't need to. I'm a diva. People be wanting to sew for me. So she can do it. And then maybe her and Tamara maybe they didn't know each other when she was at LCF or whatever. And it's not something she goes on about now. But now that she's in front of Edward Enninful, she's like, no, that's a skill I got.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So you might not go in there and be like, I might not go in there and be like, I'm a dancer. But if someone was like, I've never seen you dance, then I'd be like, fuck you. Like, my history is, do you know what I mean? And it's like, I feel like just because maybe she doesn't really know that side of her.
And also, like, every time you see your friend in an outfit, you're like, hey, where did you get that from? No?
Do you know what I mean? Right, and I believe, truly, that Tamara has never seen her in an outfit that she...
Tamara's not looking at anything. She's looking at herself in the mirror.
But I was watching it being like, I understand both. First of all, Tamara has no fucking clue what's going on. She's like, what? She's like, I was just trying to... And also, did you notice as well, there was a time when Tamara made like a joke and it didn't land at all. And she was just like, oh, what? And they just all looked at her and she was like...
No.
She was out there trying to...
I did notice one thing though, but then I also I'm very careful. I don't want to like be making it like I'm Team Tamara because obviously it's not that deep. But later on, Cara's like, I just get the vibe from you that you're just like, I need to do better than her kind of thing. But when Tamara won the winner prize from the Pass the Parcel thing, it cut to Cara, who gave her like the dirtiest looks. It's like, are you competing with Tamara and that's why you think that she's competing with you? Can
I be real?
I wish you would.
I don't think anyone's competing with Caramel.
No.
The face, the glamour, the beauty.
But mentally?
No. Well, do you know what? I think it was quite reminiscent of a Barnuki argument. Do you know what I mean? It's like, we don't know how we got here. We'll work it out in 3 minutes.
But I ain't fucking standing down, that's for damn sure.
Listen, that was just two divas going toe to toe, and that's the fucking shit I do like.
And
like,
did you see that sweet? I took a screenshot of Naomi Carter's little face. It's very Trinity the Tuck with the straw. It's like looking back, like, when it was, I can't remember what Cara said, but it was a real like, no. And you just see Naomi like,
that's two titans of drag. Just letting some steam off. Like, I think they're absolutely fine, you know. But I was just thinking the whole time, just name one dress. This could all be over. Yeah, I'd be like, you know,
my green
diamond. Yeah, absolutely.
The very, very structured, very, very detailed couture.
Yeah. Who's arguing with you?
Nobody. So next up is Elimination Day.
Yeah.
I think it's a very smart, very savvy idea to come up with a stupid story if you're not happy with your creation,
100%.
Alexis. Very Miley Cyrus.
Yeah.
A bit late.
As soon as I heard her say that, I thought, that could save you, bitch. It didn't, but it could.
I've held many a fish funeral in my day, so I feel the pain.
Have you? Yeah. I remember when we all gathered in my back garden to bury my hamster, Satchmo, who died. Yeah, very sad.
I've buried a lot of shit.
I bet you have.
A lot of cock in no.
Well, when I saw a glimpse of Naomi's material on that mannequin, I thought it looked like it had been wet thrown onto the mannequin. I was like, I don't even understand what the shape of any of this is, but I like it.
Do you think Cara should have been like, babe? Or...
No, I get the feeling that was a bit of a, oi, Naomi, go over and talk to Cara just for that.
Yeah.
I didn't feel like she was very invested in the convo.
No, I'm listening to Race Chaser at the moment. Well, when I wrote me notes, was the episode season 9 when Alexis wears the awful fur outfit, and then in Untucked she's like,
oh my
wow,
God. I can't believe you let me go out there like that.
Yeah. And I was thinking, is that a mild bit of this?
That just shows the true depths of Alexis Michelle's delusion. That you could go on a competition and be like, how dare you not tell me how ugly my outfit was?
And imagine if you went up to her unprompted and was like, your outfit's shit. How would she have taken that?
All of the shit that you wear is ugly. It's just, this was particularly ugly.
When it was like, you literally could have got all of that stuff from the same website in like 5 clicks.
Yeah, that cracked me up so much. Why is your good friend, Corporal Sergeant Vicky Vivacious, why is she being like, do you know what? I really want you to win. So you're in a competition, bitch. That could never be me. You will never hear that uttered from my words.
She's a lovely little Cornish pussy.
And that's why she'd be working Tillside with you down the local coop and not winning Drag Race. You can't be on the second week being like, I've won once. Do you know what? I'd like to give it away.
I feel like she was trying to give a little bit of soft cunt. Like, do you know what? Like, I've won one. You lot can catch up
I don't think she was. A Shirley Bassey, she ain't. I'm sorry, that's not it. What about our gnomes in the work group in that soft toweling robe? Did you clock?
Oh, So
I thought,
cute.
you'd be cozy and comfy, my girl.
She is my down-to-earth, humble queen.
And you do like them, don't you?
I do.
You
But
do.
they also like the other end of the scale, the absolute delusional maniacs.
Yeah.
I never really understand the concept of something wearing
I
you.
knew you were going to say this. As soon as she said it, I was like, let me tell you someone who's going to have a problem with that. It's the
Is it
Pikachu.
like my outfit is so loud it makes you think I have no personality? Like, what does it
Almost
mean?
95% of the time that people ever say this, I don't agree with it and don't understand it either. I guess it's that the outfit is like, that you're not commanding, if it is like a very bold outfit, that you're not a commanding figure in it.
So like you're
getting
not
lost
coming
in it.
across confident in it. You're
Yeah.
feeling sheepish.
Yeah, that
but
you're
you shouldn't
getting
be
lost
because you're
in
in a
it.
very leery thing.
But like more of those little mind games, like babe, it's on the mannequin. She's not even in it. Like, how can it be wearing her? You don't know what. And also as well, that fucking Cookie Monster. Like you think she's going to shrink into a wallflower in that outfit?
Who are you talking about?
Tamara Thomas.
Sure.
It's a couple of feathers and a bit of concertinaed paper. You think that's going to be overpowering her? No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Should we take a little break?
Let's do it.
Let me tell you something, you ugly bitch.
Luke, let me tell you something that's going to
Please.
blow your mind.
Is it going to be fresh information this
Okay,
time?
well, first of all, let me tell you something, you ugly bitch. All of the electricity that it takes to power the entire internet found on this earth weighs the same as an apricot.
That's crazy.
Isn't that fucking nuts? I don't even really understand it. But all of the electricity, the mass of it, would weigh the same as an... That's quite mad.
I wouldn't even think it would weigh anything.
Well, that's where you'd be wrong.
I know.
And that's why I'm here to tell you something.
Would you think it would?
You
How many
ugly.
apricots were you thinking it would be weighing?
A
punnet?
baker's dozen.
My dad called it a punnet. Punnet.
Let's talk main stage, bitch.
Let's talk main stage.
What about Michelle Visage in her Richard Gere era of shoving animals up her arse/vagina? I can't remember whether she said which one.
Anyhow's a mammal hole.
Any squirrel. No.
Well, it made me think, if you had to stick a mammal upside your head,
Yeah.
what mammal and why?
Would it have to be a mammal?
Yeah, that's the question.
Oh, damn. Is a narwhal a mammal? A whale's mammals? A whale's mammals?
Wows.
Or are they fish?
I think there's a mammal. Because
I
they have a young, don't they?
Then I would stick a narwhal.
This is like meeting the mice. They have a young, don't they?
As if that's the weird part of the conversation. Yeah, I would do narwhal because whilst it would have sort of a lovely soft whale-like lubrication to slip it in, but then it would have that spike for the extra.
No, the spike goes first, bitch.
Yeah, exactly.
So you're only getting lube
it's quite-
after the fact.
Yeah, so it's quite nice and tapering. Once I've been skewered right up my body, then the sort of nose of it would just softly and
Does
delicately enter.
the horn come out your mouth? Are you kebabbing?
No, I think I'd want top of the head. I'd want to look more like a Christmas ornament after I was done.
Nice.
Sort of like a hang-in, sort of like Italian Geppetto-like
Oh.
a little puppet.
Feliz
What about you?
Navidad. That's Spanish.
Oh, that's Italian, bitch. No,
Well,
it's
also
not.
Spanish.
Oh, I don't know.
I'd go for like a little vole, as I
wanna
said.
wish you a Merry
She's like, but
Christmas.
it's so right. So yeah, just a large tampon-sized mammal for me, please. Have you ever seen a little vole
In someone's vagina.
out in the wild? I've seen dead ones a few times.
I have seen a vole. Did you also see the video that I sent you of the tiny mouse?
The mat mouse.
The tiny mouse getting the haircut that I sent you, I think, on. Oh my God. I sent a video of, when I say this mouse is the size of a bedbug jump scare, it is so small, but it is truly the most adorable thing in the whole world. Maybe we'll put it on the pod.
Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust.
What about Yasmin Finney looking resplendent in them globular mirrored breasts?
I was just like, Yasmin Finney, will I ever know any of these bitches?
You don't know who Yasmin... Oh, it's because you've never seen Heartstopper.
No.
Because you're not
Oh,
an
no, so I'm thinking,
11-year-old gay
bitch, you don't
person.
know what a fucking Tamagotchi is. Don't try and like, lip service the older gals, please.
She is so beautiful. I mean, I've showed you to her a million times. I know I have.
I get beautiful blindness sometimes. Like,
Well, you
sometimes
work with me, I get
the
it.
light is too much.
She is so fucking gorgeous. And I always think she really runs the right pathway of like, she's nearly almost a bit too cunty, but just on the right perfect amount.
She was probably, I mean, I don't fully know baseball terms, but I think she was like a few goes and you're out on the bingo card of most cringy things that guest judges say.
Oh, I don't know. Jerry Halliwell was on the show.
Well, okay, season 5 then. We're talking, will you do my baking powder? We're talking, I feel like she said about 3 of the things that we normally like, oh my God, you must make that for me. Oh my God, please do my makeup.
Oh my God, I would wear that.
Even I would wear that. I'm a human woman.
So let's talk runway category, which is Pet Shop Couture.
Pet Shop Girls.
But not before I ask you, Luke's, in a dream world, what was a theme on the runway that you would absolutely love to see?
Computer games.
Can you expand on that?
You could go sexy woman, or you could go literally like...
Sim?
Yeah, literally from just like a Lara Croft type to literally the most abstract, mad...
As imagined by a
world.
good friend of the pod, Maggie Wild, last year at Halloween. Was that last year? No.
Couple of years.
Couple of years
So
ago.
I had a quick thought, like say if I did Sonic the Hedgehog,
Yeah.
imagine like a massive blue to the floor like mullet of multiple like Liberty spikes.
But it's in your vagina.
No, it's
No,
a hedgehog.
okay.
He's not a gamer. But yeah, imagine just like a fall to the ground blue, like multiple spiked hedgehog. Mate.
Sort of cosplay crimp spikes, them like fluff. Do you know what I mean?
Whatever is big.
Yeah.
And then those like giant like willow pill shoes.
Love.
And just
Love.
Like that's what I would do.
I would like to see the life and times of how a night of 1,000 Katie Prices. Do not tell me that you have not seen the outfits that she wears to her own book launches. We're talking mythical creatures. She often does unicorns.
Are you reminded this from with the Nadia Cohen posted all those pictures of her when she did her book signing? Nadia Lee.
Did she?
She posted about like 10
saw that.
pictures from all of her signings.
Katie Price has very kindly shared with the great British public some of the most insane looks that a celebrity has ever worn. She dresses up so bizarrely, like we have to put some on the pod.
I would go as her with like a dress that looks like a laptop and like a fish.
I would go in her wedding dress. I would go full like 9 meters wide each side wedding dress with Peter Andre under my arm. Let's talk this runway, bitch. Okay.
Have you seen on TikTok actually everyone is like showing clips from Peter and Katie where he's just being really kind of
super abusive and controlling.
Yeah. I did not know
he
that
was that
about him.
bitch. Yeah.
Very Bradley from Maths, which we're behind on. We need to catch up.
From bitch to butch. Let's talk Kate Butch. First up on the runway, serving pelt.
Love it.
Did you?
Yeah.
Really?
I love animal print. It's giving me like tart with a heart, bold as brass, all of these kind of phrases.
Lukey loves anything that's the woman... what the fuck is the word that I'm trying to think of? Anyone that's like market adjacent, you're like, God, a strong woman fighting against the odds.
Market adjacent, like Portobello.
No, like what's the market called on EastEnders? Maggie shouting at the podcast. What's the market called? What's a square? Albert Square Market. Boulders
Market called. I think they just call it
the Marché.
down the market.
Yeah, down market.
Yeah, I thought the wig looked great. That was a weekday wig.
Was it? I think she's done.
I've been doing some homework this week, so I thought we were a bit loose last week.
Listen, if
Didn't
loose is
even
your
do
game,
half of
come
our-
here. Yeah.
I like the addition of the trolley. I had to carry a trolley around with me.
You
many
did used to
years.
carry a trolley around with you quite a lot when you were younger, didn't you?
To carry all my shit in, and I at one point I had this really hardcore
Obviously.
one, but not like show shit.
Yeah.
But I had this one, and
Before
it was
you
like
levelled up to
3
the Juicy
wheels in a
Couture.
triangle, so you can like wheel it upstairs and stuff.
Yeah. Before you
That's
levelled
good.
up to the white leopard print. If you ever see a woman struggling down the tube with a white leopard print Juicy Couture
Gold
suitcase.
leopard print, white. It's white with
White
gold
with gold leopard print, yeah.
Metallic.
Just know that's Lukey Luck and you better fucking help her up them stairs.
I give this a good 7.5 truffles.
Okay, I quite like the patchwork. I gave it 7. Next up, we have Banksy serving Bandana Rama, which I thought was quite a fab pun.
Yep, that's a Florencia wig.
In an ode to Dakota. I thought, wow, that would be nice, wouldn't it? I'm just being like referencing.
I didn't know that last season's gals got that such a icon legendary status.
She
already.
does rock the fuck out of like a what's her name? Oh my god! Do you know? I'm really sorry. I'm quite tired today. My references are really out the window. Sharon Tate 60s updo. Most importantly, can we talk about the hanky code?
Well, do you know what black means?
Do I know what black means? Heavy S&M. Come on.
S.
Do you know what white means?
Kasha Davis. Do you remember what
Suburban. Do you know what white means in the hanky code?
Come.
It means jerk off. And it, depending on whether you're in on the left, I'll jerk you off. Or if you're on the right, you can jerk me off.
What if you're wearing it round your neck?
Then you can shove your cock down my neck.
Well, you can shove your cock down your
No,
throat.
because blowjobs is what colour?
Let me think. When I'm sucking a woolly, green.
Oh! Shout out to your boyfriend. We need to get more up and coming on the hanky code. I don't really know. Obviously, I know
Maybe every
I know
week
what
we'll
yellow
tell
is.
them a new one. Piss.
Yeah, I know what yellow is. I know what brown is. I know
Red must be blood, yeah.
Mediplay. Oh.
Sure, that's blue.
Yeah. So what did you think of our dear sweet Banksy's look?
I liked it.
I really
liked
liked
it. I like the 60s makeup she did as well. Those gams are a pop in. I love a bare leg queen.
You too,
Something
don't
so
you?
cunt about
Greased
it.
up on the runway.
Oh. I give this an 8.
I gave it a 9. I really liked this. I thought it was very smart.
Can I tell you it was a Florencia?
I did. You did. Thank you for telling us that. I think she's a Manny queen, isn't she? And I believe this might not be true, but I believe the House of...
A liar. Oh, we need that on the fucking soundboard.
Get it on, babe. I believe the House of Gorgeous maybe share a studio with Florencia. I believe they might all be in the same creative warehouse.
Well, that would be handy.
I feel like
wouldn't
I've heard someone say that before. I don't know. Let's hope that we've got lots of Florencia gorgeousness to come. Next up, we have Caramel serving Parrot Queen.
This wig is by Vodka.
Okay.
Lovely. I like the wig.
I liked the wig as well. I did initially think, though, maybe that it's just to do with this won't happen again, but maybe to do with the runway order. I did think it looked very similar to last week's. I thought it was the same wig, just without the gold on. What did you think of the outfit?
Well, it's funny because here I'm comparing the two pictures. The one that she posted of the final look and then the one of the IKEA bag skirt.
Oh, she finished it. God, there is absolutely...
someone finished it.
I was going to say, there's absolutely no fucking way. If I got out of Drag Race, that I'd then be like, let me take this home and let me work on this for a couple of months. I'd be like, it's done and over.
To be honest, I was a bit checked out when she was sticking the feathers on because I was thinking, you're going to lose your gorgeous shape, darling.
And if there's one thing we don't want, babe...
Like, it looks... great as the finished look with the picture of it. I haven't seen it. She's kind of like bending over. She's got these very, very long blue feathers.
It's very reminiscent of Kimchi serving the Alexander McQueen reference.
Sure.
Do you remember her hobbling down in her little parrot fantasy?
Always hobbling. But I've got to say, the one on the day, literally all I can think of about is IKEA. Yeah. I'm going to have to give...
One gust comes along and you're fucked.
Do you know they're raving in the IKEA Tottenham building?
I've been knowing.
I want to go.
Drum sheds. Yeah.
Let's go. Do you think they've still got the ball pit?
Hopefully. Maybe find a couple of meatballs in a dark corner.
I'm going to have to give this a 5.
I give it a 6. But I'm glad to see that it's been sorted out now. Next up, we have Miss Ginger Johnson.
Alert. Truffle Pig Wig on the runway. I repeat. Truffle
Pig on the runway. Oh, in her boil in the bag attitude, it's Miss Ginger.
Boil in the bag attitude?
She said it's boil in the bag attitude.
What does that mean?
I thought it was heavenly. I thought lovely construction, lovely outfit, and lovely wig.
Lovely wig. Although in this picture, taken from the BBC Drag Race UK Instagram, you can see why it's fallen apart because she's literally standing there pulling the side out of it.
Do you know what? Do you know what? You have to make a spiritual agreement when you send out wigs to the beloveds, and they are beloved friends, beloved peoples. You have to just be like, do you know what? What happens with this wig now is that we make a lot of wig. We don't make the wig du jour, which is the sort of glued wig. A lot of people do a lot of updos.
I really don't like it, Kat.
A lot of people do a lot of glued updos and a lot of very hard stuff.
Glue.
Most of our stuff is quite super light and fluffy. We're talking perms, we're talking shags, we're talking the business.
You know the
And
rest.
that unfortunately means that they're really at the jury of how you treat them. And it really means, sorry, this is not a read of Ginger Johnson. It sounds like it, but it's not at all. But it really means that a lot of the time when they come on telly, it's like, oh, that looks different to how...
But yeah, I thought she looked great.
The wig looked much more punky and much more... the wig that we gave her was much more sort of like structured.
Yeah.
This looked much more cool girl, I thought.
I think the only thing that fucked her up was making it too good.
Well, this is exactly what I thought. I just thought like she spent too much time making it just like a sick outfit when it's like really and truly, if you just shove some Christmas decorations on it, something.
Yeah, just put. Well, especially looks like she's got a couple of dog leads acting as kind of like a bondage thing, but yeah, maybe could have like draped some lead chains on the hips or something.
But I loved it. I gave it a 10.
Wow, I
Yeah.
give it an 8.
Next up, we have Alexis St. Pete, Sashimi Outside.
I really like this.
In a surprise to no one, the thigh-high slit was very high.
That's like as thigh high as my nun outfit is. I tried it on set. I was like, this just like stops like at my ribs.
Love. This wasn't for me personally, but I loved her little beat and I loved her little face.
Yeah, I give this like a 6.
I think I'd be fine with if you had to make the outfit. I'd be like, do you know what? Like, I just did what I could. I think if that was like, if people were like, I don't love it, then yeah.
But like she's like, it's a one-armed dress with like a halter neck. She's got like a feature, a slit. Like it's not just like a tube. She has like tried.
Yeah, I give it a 6.
Yeah.
Next up, we have Naomi Carter serving yellow pussy slit.
It's something on my body and I look like shit. Is the description.
Can I say clit?
I cannot tell you who did the wig, as she did not post this look on her social.
She didn't.
Miss Carter, no.
Naomi Carter, why not loving the look, babe?
Again, your mate. Oh my God, I'm going to send a picture of this to my wig stylist and wear this next red carpet. You can just tell them it was a very, very long braided.
Orange braids.
Yeah.
Just like orange singles.
You
Like.
need to see the photo.
Yeah, but she's like, first of all, she's about like 14. Let the bitch serve
she?
cunt. Yeah, she's so young.
There's no place for children in drag, Barney.
You tell him, Texan. Yeah, I am in love with Naomi Carter and I wouldn't know her bad words against it. I'd give her an 8.
Rotted.
Absolutely rotted. Love her.
It's, yeah, not one part of this makes sense. Actually, I take it back immediately because the green and the orange has given me Tic Tac.
Okay.
And then she's got this lovely actual.
Tutti
so there's like
frutti
a sort of orange cummerbund that has a orange strap that goes betwixt the lime green breast. I'm not mad at
It's
that.
giving sort of utility Barbie.
Yeah, and then it's giving just like that fabric that she's used for that pussy strap is like the most coarse, hard plastic.
I could
Just
feel
the
my-
thought of that would just like set your flaps on fire.
Yeah, I could feel myself getting thrust just looking at it.
Yeah.
I was like, oh God, baby girl. So what did you give it? Oh my God, the deep
I'll give it
spiritual
a
sigh.
2.
What?
A 0. I don't know.
Take that right back.
I can't even give it a
a
number.
1,
Really.
a 1-0.
10.
A 10. It's a 10. Fantastic. And that's a 10 from Lukey from Miss Naomi Carter. Next up, we have Day Day Lycius.
Hair by Flesh.
Really? I forget that Flesh does hair. She's put out some very, very cute hair, actually. She has got one of the most adorable drag faces I've ever seen in my life.
Deeds.
We're quite a big fan of
Flesh.
of Flesh at
feel
the
it.
Truffle Pig Wigs HQ here. Dee, what was your thoughts?
I'm going to have to move past our stylistic differences because,
And what are them stylistic differences, Luke?
well, she likes to dress like a sort of old drag cartoon kind of thing. So I need to take that into account. I do not like statement shoulders.
You don't. I also
But-
have to join you on that one.
I am not mad at this as just a kind of Cruella de Vil villain draggy outfit.
Even the knee-length black skirt.
It's on the knee, thank you.
It's knee-length. It's knee-length.
It's a zebra skirt as well. It's white zebra on the shoulders and the skirt, and then like a black zebra on the bodice.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just drag, isn't it? It's not for me.
It's drag.
but I
Do you
can
know what
see
it
that
is? It's anterior Paris Van Michaels.
Thank you. It is.
And there is, she's wasted over on this aisle because
She's
in America they would
doing
be
page.
eating her
She
the
used to get her
fuck.
vag in the page.
Yeah, 100%. She would, if she could be doing Miss Continental. Oh, come on, her with the updos.
Oh, please.
Her with the updos and that swinging arm that she likes to do. Yeah, it's not, again, stylistically, personally, it's not for me, but she did make it.
Yeah.
And she is
I
a
mean, they all
good
did.
seamstress. Yeah, well, that is true. Give the girl her flowers.
I'm going to give it a 7.
I'm going to give it a 6.
Definitely, I thought it was fun. I liked the beat.
She thought it was fun. She liked the beat. Next up, we have Tamara Thomas giving... That's a Las Vegas showgirl, bitch.
Oh, yeah. I was about to say Kylie Showgirl. Pink and yellow is so sensational.
Absolutely heavenly. Can you talk about some times of pink and yellow that have been transformational for you?
No, Mr. Blobby. That's the only thing I can think of. With black pepper and who else was the other sick one?
Oh yeah. Let me
Cheddar. No.
Let me tell you a bitch who was out there greased up like a pig at a county fair. Them fucking legs.
You know, I love them.
Oh my God. And then the little butt peak at the back.
Always.
Oh, grow up. Oh, it was heaven. Absolutely fun. It was fun. It was flirty. She was selling the arse off it. Do you know what? I gave it a 9.
I was gonna wear the hell out of it, but no. I'd wear it okay.
I would. Yeah. It would wear me, unfortunately. But it did not wear Tamara
It's
Thomas.
an 8 for me.
Again, eat your words. There was not an ounce of that being of her looking like a tiny little wallflower in that outfit.
No.
Heaven.
Killing it.
Next up, we have Her Royal Highness is Lukey's favourite person to ever be on Drag Race, Miss Michael Maruli.
Do you know what? Even though I've only ever seen Michael in 3 looks, and they've all been blonde, I was just like, oh my God, look at her in black hair. Sensational. What a change. So nice to see something
She
different.
is a chameleon.
She is.
The mysterious dark lady herself, Miss Michelle Marules. What did you think?
And it's a wig by Sophia Wig Creations.
Sophia Wig Creations. Hey, girl.
SWC.
Yeah.
If you're nasty. She's in Malibu Barbie Realness. I think they're writing that for... No, that was Vicky wrote that.
I was going to say. Barbie. How did you feel, most importantly, about how much unlined material there was?
I think, look, it is what it is.
Like, if you can't be bothered to line it, at least hide the bits that are showing the
I don't think
lines.
she couldn't be bothered because she had extra time and extra material and she chose to make the
Would you say it
bigger.
Would you say it was a stylistic choice then?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
she's thinking,
She was going for
I'm
sort
doing
of
so much up here, they won't even notice.
She's going for sort of a derelict, deconstructed look. I get
But like,
it.
obviously,
It was
nothing wrong with blue tiger print.
no. And do you know what was very crafty and very glamorous?
What?
The cow neck with the sleeve with the glove.
There's actually no glove.
Wow, I take it back.
I'm going to give this a 7.5.
Good for you.
I'd wear it.
I know you, but you'd wear the fuck out of it. I gave it a 6, but God bless that bitch. I love her.
Sorry, I've just looked at my note for Vicky. And it seems like I've written CAC lace front wig. I don't know if it's CAC or CAC, but that's who her wig is from.
CAC.
CAC lace front wig. Sorry, honey.
Who? I'm going to have to find out who that is because I can't even imagine who CAC would be.
In the meantime, I'll talk. This is Vicky. And yes, I wasn't mad at this en general, but the thing that irked me is because, you know, I'm a bit of an era anal purity test. Don't call it Malibu Barbie realness. That hair isn't Malibu Barbie. Malibu Barbie is long hair. You're giving me period hair, and I don't think that period is right for the look that you're going for. Someone with that hair wouldn't wear a short skirt.
Wow.
It's not era appropriate, Barney.
Okay, in this Barbie look for me, maybe listen. I'm a big enough bitch to say that maybe I'm still feeling a little stung by the military relationships that this bitch has.
Excuse, and I'm sticking to it.
It's just so uninteresting. Like getting a bra and covering it in material, and then getting some. Did she just have pants? Was it in pants and bra?
No, she's got a corset and a dress. And
Oh, even worse. No, how dare you call that a dress in front of me? She's covered a bra in some material. Then she's covered a corset in some material.
And then the skirt is attached to the wrist.
And then there's just a bit of unlined material making a skirt.
She's made a hat, though. And
she has not made a hat. She has got a hoop and put some material in it and then popped it on.
How do you think the first hats were made, Barney?
I don't know.
It's trial and error.
I don't know. You'd have to ask Piers Atkinson, deep friend of the pod. So her wig was done, as you said, CAC lace front wigs, which is clutching at curls.
Just call it clutching at curls, girls.
And they're a New South Wales company.
Wow,
So I imagine,
coming all the way.
as a global queen,
Clutching at curls.
she's probably
Kick.
she's probably gone over there and sorry, bitch. Oh my God. That's the sort of bitch we do like. She's called...
Is that Lady Cack?
She's called Keeping Up... She's Connie Gonzalez. She's a Chilean showgirl, but Sydney, Australia is her home. She's a nutrometics consultant. I don't know.
Add her to
Instant follow.
Add her to the Insta, Barney.
Instant follow. And I suggest all of you as well, go
put
and
her
follow.
social-
Keeping _up_with_Connie. That's CONNY.
Just tag the bitch in the post,
We
Barney.
will tag her in the post. If there's one thing we love, is a pumped bitch, and she looks pumped. I just thought it was very uninteresting, and I gave it a 6.
I reckon that is a 6 from me as well.
Okay. Let's do it.
Does it brighten up your world?
Is it a zinger?
Does it make you want to hurl?
Is it a minger? Zingers. Luke, let's talk zing, let's talk ming. What zinged for you?
My zinger would have to be Cara's vodka wig.
Really?
Yeah, because it's like loads of kind of like rolls all the way around the top.
Very sculptural, very gorgeous. Mine, 100% Banksy's 60s Valley of the Doll Buffon. Absolutely gorgeous. Very well done.
Yeah. I've seen them.
I have seen him, but it was in a very gorgeous colour. And that with the combo of it just for her complexion with the spider eyelashes was doing it for me. I don't have to explain what does it for me.
No, don't.
It
You
happens,
will, won't you? You won't slowly stop.
It happens once a decade, and boy, do I get going. What was your minger?
My minger's going to have to be Vicky's little Marilyn. Not that it was badly done, just to me it's
Sorry
not
to
right with
cack.
the look. Love you, cack.
Yeah, mine would be that or Alexis's updo, which not for the actual style of it. It's just I'm so used to seeing her in a blonde hair that if I think for contrast, I would have loved to see it in black, I think, rather than sort of like a dark brown. So I just think the dark brown washed her out a bit. But I loved the actual wig. Let's talk critiques and judges, deliberation and the safe girls.
All right, so safe queens are Kate, Ginger, Michael and Vicky. Ginge looked pressé.
But deep friend of the pod, Just May, said that they did her dirty because they made her look like she was angry when actually she was just happy to be safe. But they cut something from earlier when she was like clearly like, oh, I've got shit in me shoe. Yeah. And then
I mean, they sign a contract to say you are allowed to do
they
this.
have, but I don't think it'd be any easier being like, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
They really got me, girl. Did you also clock the adorable little curly cue on our good friend Caramel? I love when it gets to this and they're speaking to the girls and then you get a close up that you don't necessarily get on the runway. And that wig had a gorgeous little on the front.
Well, I've just had, why is it so rotten in my head since bloody Thursday now. Since a night.
Tell you what though, the weight of those orange braids was really yanking her head back. I was seeing a little bit of, I nearly said government name then. Not that I am a deep Naomi Carter obsessive.
Oh,
But we have written it on a box at the beginning of this week. But you could see a little bit of Mr. Carter coming in underneath from the weight of. I bet them braids are so heavy.
Yeah.
Demi Moore, absolutely fucking bang on.
100%.
It's
yeah.
Kyle Richards.
It's the jaw.
Kyle Richards is the Sheen version of Demi Moore. So
Who's Kyle Richards?
The bitch that I was like last week. That I was like, that's who it looks like. You know, your time is up on Drag Race when Rue sneaks in on the Emily attack at you. She never really says anything, but then when she's like, this is quite badly done. I just don't love it. Like, I don't love the hem. I don't love the thing.
Who was she talking about, sorry?
Alexis.
Oh.
She just like pointed a few things out. I was like, wow, you really never say anything. And this is a sewing challenge and you're coming for the girly. Nasty.
But someone's got to go.
Back in Untucked, the sewing girls, they never really win, do they? I feel like this is a conversation that happens a lot. Girls being like...
Yeah, and it's often the sewers help out the gormless ones, and then it's not gormless. The sewers help out the girls that necessarily aren't sewers, and then they end up winning a lot of the time.
Well, realistically, they actually don't care about what you make. Just like make something that's bright and fun. Do you know what I mean? It's like often, I don't think anyone that's been like constructed something with a fine tooth comb, they've been like, wow, let's give them their props.
Would you remember when she was like, you don't need to reinvent the wheel?
Exactly.
Like, just give me a cute outfit.
I would just remake something that she's worn.
I would just...
Because I'd be like, she likes it, so...
Like outfits that I already own that I like.
Yeah.
And try and make that work. I'm not a very designer. I just try and copy something.
I know. The sewing girls, they just never really seem to have their shine. Was there anything in Untouched that kicked for you?
Not one thing.
Can I ask you a question then?
No.
RuPaul said that his is more of a triangle of sadness. What would you say your triangle is of?
Hair at the moment.
Hair. Cute.
Yeah.
Mine's
I just bought some woo-woo from...
Love.
Been
Oh, I've used that before.
targeted on Instagram, so we'll see.
My triangle is of hot heat, first and foremost, and perspiration. She's a sweaty little girl.
Yeah. Hot box, as we say.
And then let's take it to the... let's take it to the girls back on the stage.
So Tamara, Dee Dee and Cara are safe.
Love it.
Leaving Banksy as the winner and Alexis and Naomi in the bottom two to lip sync to
Charlie feat Tiesto. She sounds absolutely fucking mental in this song. She sounds like Dua Lipa.
I feel like she's like playing it up like, I am English.
She sounds mental. She's from Cambridge, my good girl.
She's from Cambridge.
Yeah, well...
So she should talk like Barney talks.
What, like a common piece of muck?
Proper job, my answer.
So, what did you
A
think about
little
this lip
heart
sync?
in it.
I was saying earlier, sorry, I'm like, what did you think? Anyway, Charlie XCX must suffer all the time from people being like, you're an artist, aren't you? What is it you sing? Because truly, there is, I don't think anyone, if you had a gun to the head, can name 5 Charlie XCX songs apart from...
She's been around for about 10
The
years
Bottoms.
as well, hasn't she?
Yeah, it's like, I know that she does music and I know that the gays love her. Let's get drunk. But that's Iggy, isn't
Yeah,
it?
I know.
That's,
It's just her. I just really hate when people play up English voice in music.
She's looking at you, Lily Allen.
Well, yeah. I'm surprised you didn't mention that name.
Enough
on the pod.
said.
I feel like Alexis deserved slight more credit. She did do a couple of good things. The way she like whipped off her veil and then used it as like a windmill thing, and then her skirt, her heel got caught in her dress, and then she just turned into a bit of floor work until the shoe came fully off. I thought actually she is
I thought
doing
it was
quite good,
expertly handled. I think
almost as good as a KSL.
It was quite expertly handled. She realised it was tugging on the dress, which you'd hopefully realise quite soon. Although, if I was in a dress that wasn't on the floor, first of all, obviously I'd never come down the runway in a dress that was that length. But if I was on a dress that wasn't on the floor, I would tie it up
Yeah.
for this, because that ain't fucking happening to me, girlies.
No.
Because that's tumble century.
Watching it the second time, I actually did see a few more scary bits than I noticed the
What
first time.
about old Naomi Carter nearly slipping over on the material?
I know rule number 1. You keep that stage clean, girlie. You're going to take stuff off, you leave it for the pages to collect on the side.
Exactly. And if I had fallen, let me tell you something, you ugly bitch. If I fell over on stage because someone took their own costume off and left it on the stage, it'd be fisticuffs.
I'd sweep their leg
It'd
when
be
I'm on the floor.
lights out backstage.
Yeah.
I would come and I would be like...
Drag is a contact sport today.
No, I would just go fucking off. I would be like...
Would you like stop lip syncing like, oi?
No, I'd wait until... Because I wouldn't go for it. Because, let me tell you, I would slip over and then I would have something ready
Floor
to go.
work.
Yeah, I would have something ready to go. I would need a Kylie Cynic moment. Like, I would need it. Like... So I'd rescue it, but then once they got thrown out, then on Twitter, then we'd go off.
Oh, so you're a pussy?
No, because they're home, babe.
Exactly.
I've got to be
You're not
Twitter
telling them
fingers.
to their face.
They've had to go home. They've gone back to Gloucester or wherever they're from.
You don't
like-
want to just bowl into the into
The
the,
local
workroom while they're
Wetherspoons.
in their when they're doing their untucked pack down.
Oh yeah, maybe actually. And I'd be like, listen, bitch.
Flip at a table.
Professionalism on 0. You take your shit with you when you go, because you be packing now. And remember, you left your shit on the stage. Oh, I'd be livid.
Did you see Alexis like did a jump split and then seemed to like land weird and then like readjust, like as if she landed like.
Well, need I remind you, she nearly fell off the stage twice in the first time that she danced.
Well, yeah.
I believe she's a bit of a rickety gal.
Maybe not so good with the spatial awareness.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I understand you, babe. I get it.
But again, I don't think it was a dog walk. It could
No.
have gone either way.
Do you know what I think?
really. If the shoe hadn't come off, it could have gone either way.
Yeah, I think this really came down to, I think, first of all, my big gnomes, she is like killing it with the back and forth with the judges. They're like, this is funny. We maybe haven't seen what we want from her yet, but she's going to be an interesting character to
Yeah,
have
we
on
want
it.
to keep her.
And also, like,
And she's a little bit like a rough diamond, isn't it? Like I reckon
she's
they want to polish
quite
her
high
up.
D-end closet. You know, like for the girlies like that Rue's like, I don't give a fuck what you wear. I don't give a fuck what you do. If you're funny and you make me laugh, yeah. I also think she had a much more interesting visuale, you know, like the colour, the big orange wig that was swinging all around, the colours that she had on, the bright orange, green, yellow, like it just looked more interesting than someone in a dark brown wig and a dark blue dress. So I think,
Colourist.
well, I just think it was quite a wrap from the beginning. I thought she's going to have to work really hard to kind of overpower this visual. And unfortunately,
That's that, I guess.
that was a power that couldn't go over.
So, I guess we're on to now Le Rose et le Tourne.
The rose let's talk rose and thorn. My rose this week, I'm dangerously in love with Tamara. I am so glad. I need someone of that manic energy on my TV.
Yeah.
Like I need like someone that is just shouting and screaming and saying mental things. And I'm so glad she's in the season. I love her. What about you? What's your Rosie?
My rose is that Brick Crew member.
We need to find them and honour them on the Insta.
Yeah, I wonder if it will be in the credits of the show. Brick
Oh, I
Crew,
hope
it should
so.
be.
Yeah,
Yeah, let's have a look
definitely.
and then
Yeah,
we'll
let's-
add him on the Instas.
Let's go send him a message. And what would be your thorn this week, my babe?
The pussy strap and picturing it literally, like, you know, in Survival when you like put the sticks together and start
make-
smoking. I can literally imagine smoke coming.
You just know that there's absolutely no way that it wouldn't be completely inside you within 6 seconds.
Yeah.
Like there's no
And
way
it's so
that could.
hot, there's no give. Your thorn?
My thorn, unfortunately, this week was I just couldn't get over the near slip. It really aggravated me. I thought. I was just so scared in
bad
that moment.
stagecraft.
It's, first of all, terrible stagecraft. But I just thought as well, like, if I was in a heel and I slipped like that, that could be backwards, that could be off the stage, that could rip your costume, that could injure you for life. Speak to Vicky Scone.
You could die. You could hit your head weird on a
Do you know
corner.
what I mean? And it's like, listen, I know that mistakes happen, and I'm not here to blame Alexis St. Pete because I wouldn't, because I love her. But it just scared me. It put the willies in me.
And that's something you don't normally like.
No. So yeah, but great episode. Great ep from the girlies.
Yeah. Next week,
Yeah.
girl groups.
Love.
Sophie Ellis Bextor as a guest judge, who I now am obsessed with. I used to hate her.
Because
Posh.
posh. She's and also too English.
And yeah, that stupid voice,
Yeah.
But then I saw her, I think I've told you gals this before, she supported Steps.
Tell 'em.
And she was just so good. Literally just her out there in front of a black curtain with one little sequin dress, riling up the crowd, like so fun.
A couple of sequins in a dream. There
Yeah.
she was for an hour. Killing it.
No. Forgot about that one.
She has got
You drive
back-
me crazy up the wall.
She is everything that you should hate in an artist, but she has won
Yeah.
you round. She's won you over, my friend. Right, I can't wait till next week, and I'll see you then. Let's try and we're going to do the pod. Listen, we're
gonna
busy.
try on a Monday.
We're busy, girls. We're going to do it ASAP. But we'll see you next week.
ASAP Clocky.